Hey, I'm Grace. Thank you for visiting our website. Do you need a professional event manager? Do you need someone to take care of your event? Our professional team has experience, and we can assure you that you will get the best services. Check out our past work.
If I told you you could spy on your competitor's search engine presence, would you do it?
Wouldn't have it any other way.
In this video, I'm going to show you 3 free tools that you can use to spy on your competitors to find out which search terms they're ranking for organically, which keywords they're buying ads for, and how to find and use those search terms to develop content for yourself. I'll also show you my favorite paid tool for doing all of this.
The first tool I'm going to demonstrate to you is called Spyfu, S-P-Y-F-U, and that can be found at spyfu.com. So basically what you're going to do with Spyfu is you're going to grab your competitor's URL. So I'm going to grab a URL here. So basically what you're going to want to do is enter in your competitor's URL and then hit enter. Now Spyfu does have a paid or premium version, but the free version does have a lot of great features, and a lot of times I would recommend this is all you need to get a fair amount of data on your competitors. So first thing I will mention is that it does depend on your competitor's traffic. So I've seen in some cases if the website doesn't get enough traffic, that a lot of these readings or a lot of this data won't register. So keep that in mind. You might enter a competitor's URL and find that nothing's really showing. It's just probably because they don't get enough traffic, and in that case, it's probably not that big of a deal anyway, because they're not getting a lot of traffic. They're not really probably that big of a competitor. So what you'll see here is this dashboard. So first things first, you're going to be able to see a rough estimate of how many organic keywords that they're ranking for and how many monthly clicks they're getting from organic traffic. So in this case, this competitor is receiving about 8,000 SEO clicks or organic clicks every month, according to Spyfu. The other great thing about Spyfu is it'll let you get an idea of what your competitors are doing for paid advertising on Google. So we can see that they're targeting currently, it looks like about 116 paid keywords, and they're spending about $1,300 every month on PPC or pay-per-click. So as we scroll down, I'm going to skip over this. Where I think there's real value is here in the top keywords. So you're going to be able to see some of the top keywords that they're ranking for organically and also some of the top keywords that they're paying for. Now, of course, Spyfu wants you to upgrade to their paid, premium version. So they're not going to always show you the best results. They're going to show you 5, and it's going to be just enough to wet your whistle. So these might not even be the most profitable keywords, but at least it gives you a sense of some of their top keywords. For example, horseback rides, they're ranking 29th. That's not a major one, so throw that one out. But here we've got ranch vacations in Montana. They're ranking number 1 for. And by the way, this is a guest ranch competitor of one of my clients. So they're ranking number 7 for riding lessons or horse riding lessons, dude ranches in Montana, dude ranch, Montana. But so that's all good information. I'm interested in, the paid avenues. So here's what they're paying for. And this would be a good play if I wanted to run my own, pay-per-click campaign to see what they're targeting, how much they're spending, how much per month they're spending. This is all great information. And you can scroll through and kind of dig through this. Of course, a lot of this is going to prompt you to upgrade, but it does give you a nice broad overview. Now, this is one of my favorite things about Spyfu. It will actually show you some of the paid ad history and even the exact ads that they ran. So you can see that It's going to go back almost up to 2 years, I believe, and you could see which ads they ran and for which keywords. Of course, it's only showing us 3 here. So like, for example, if I wanted to click on Ranches, Montana, I'm going to check out the ad that they ran in September of last year. Of course, it's not showing me the full description, but at least I'm seeing the headline. Let's see another one. Okay, so it is going to show me the most recent full ads with description and everything. You can see some of their organic ranking history. So if I go back, let's see, 5 years, you can see that this competitor has slowly increased in rankings. Again, top 5 keywords, or at least 5 keywords that they're giving us access to. You could check out some of the inbound backlinks that they're receiving. So these are other websites that are linking back to theirs. You know, these might not be the most powerful backlinks based on metrics, but at least they're giving us a taste of, okay, I can see that glaciermontana.com is linking back to this competitor. There might be a play there or something I want to explore for my client. So that's spyfu.com. The next tool that I'm going to show you is called SEMRush, and that can be found at SEMRush.com. So for SEMRush, much like Spyfu, it's going to give you a lot of great free information, or I should say information, without having to upgrade to their paid version. The only thing is you do have to create a username and password in order to use the tool, but you don't have to pay for it. So I'm going to log in. So I'm all logged in, and again, I am just going to put in my competitor's URL into the search bar here, and I'm going to click search. Now, I like SEMrush. I think it actually sometimes delivers better organic search data. However, a lot of times what it doesn't display well is the paid traffic. So what you can see here is, you know, versus Spyfu, it's telling me that there's 0 paid traffic. Although we know that they're running ads, and I bet I could even do just a natural search and find their ads. But here, SEMrush is telling me that they're not paying for any advertising. So they're, you know, a little flaky on that front. But much like Spyfu, you're going to get some data on their organic rankings and some of their top keywords. So here we can see some of their top keywords. Again, we're only going to get 5. Luckily we're seeing, you know, some better positions here. So they're not showing us a keyword that's ranking like 29th. We're seeing, you know, 3 keywords that are ranking number 1, 1 that they're ranking number 3 for, and then 1 that they're ranking number 11 for. That's what this POS or position stands for. So I think also something I've noticed with SEMrush is that these might change, so you might vary. So you might run a search, you know, one day and see that you're getting all position 1, so they're giving you a few of the better keywords, and then the next day, you know, here we're seeing one that's ranking in position number 11. Again, they're only going to give you a taste because they do want you to upgrade to their premium version. Here's some backlinks, and I'm going to skip over that. Some referring domains, so much like backlinks, here are some of the websites linking back to them. So one other thing I'm going to show you is this topic research. If you're looking for maybe a way to get some ideas for content, you can enter topic. You can enter, again, the competitor's URL here, I believe, and get content ideas. Bummer. Looks like I've already used my free searches up, but oh, here we go. So I've already done this. So here's my past one. Let's see if it's going to let me actually view them. Let's say no thanks. Okay, so I simply put in the competitor's URL, and it's spitting out some topic ideas. Now, this isn't great, amazing data here, but it's going to give you some general broad topics that if you wanted to maybe consider using these for content, you could. So that's SEMrush. Now I'm going to jump into my third and final free tool that you can use, and that's AdWords. So if you've never run paid advertising on Google, the way that you do that is through Google's tool called AdWords. And how you get here is adwords.google.com. I'm in an account that I'm no longer using for a client, so you can see that there's no data here. But once you've logged in to AdWords, you come up to this wrench here, and the tool that I'm going to be showing you is the Keyword Planner. If you've never used this, I highly recommend it. It's a free tool that Google provides, and it'll give you a ton of great data on keywords and terms that are searched on Google. I use it all the time. So what you can do here is, again, just grab your competitor's URL and throw it in this search bar here and click Get Started. And what you're going to see here is Google is going to return a lot of data based on that URL, and it's going to give us a ton of search term recommendations that we can use for our own keyword research, but also gives us an idea of some of the search terms that they're ranking for. Now, Google is not going to show us which positions they're showing up for. This is just going to give us keyword research. The reason this is here is if you want, this tool essentially is here for the fact that if you wanted to do keyword research for paid advertising campaigns, you could, but it has a lot of other value, and I use it all the time in my SEO work. So one thing I like to do is sort by average monthly searches to see which keywords are getting the most searches. So again, it's going to start off often very broad. And I'm assuming it's returning here a national because I haven't gone in and, yes, I haven't gone in here and tweaked any of the targeting. So it's just showing me the whole United States. Here's how many times these keywords are searched. Now, if I wanted to, and you can do this as well, you can come in here and you can narrow this down based on the market that you specifically want to target. But I know that here are some of the search terms and their national monthly search volume for search terms related to my competitor. And I can use this to get an idea of maybe some of the keywords that I want to target in my search engine campaign. So that's AdWords. Again, that's AdWords Keyword Planner. You can go to adwords.google.com. Now, one thing I've noticed with this is if you have never run a paid ads campaign out of your account, you might have to set up an AdWords account. And then secondly, you might not see as specific as data as I see. Because I run campaigns frequently out of this account, I'm able to see really specific numbers. What I've noticed is if you've never done that before, sometimes what you'll get is a very broad result, like something here you might see something like 10,000 to 15,000 searches. That's what's going to show up. You're not going to see as specific numbers. You're going to see more of a general range. So that might look something like here for this 8,000, it might look something like 5,000 to 10,000 is what you'd see here. And that still gives you at least a broad idea of how many searches there are, but just something to keep in mind. So let's jump into my favorite paid tool for spying on your competitors, and that is SERPnet. So this tool, I use it all the time in my campaigns. It's going to cost you about $79 a month. But what it does is it's kind of like all those other tools, but I think on steroids a little bit. It's going to link with a lot of the big name data aggregators, so Majestic, Moz, YouTube. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you some of my favorite features. Okay, now that we're logged in, I want to show you two of my most favorite tools within SERPnet. Now, you're going to see that SERPnet has a ton of tools for your search engine marketing to help you explore data on your own website, your competitors' websites, maybe client websites that you manage. But I'm going to show you just a few of my favorite. And the first one being this What Ranks Where tool. I use this all the time, and it's great to show where you're ranking organically and even with your paid ads, or where your competitors are ranking organically, or with their paid advertising on Google as well. So real simple, all you're going to do is type in your competitor's URL. You can give this a name, and then we're going to do organic, and I like to do something like 100. What this means is it's going to return up to 100 of their top organic search results. So all I'm going to do once I've done that is I'm going to sort my results by their position. I could do search volume, but I like position. Either way, we can still sort them out once we've ran the report. And I'm going to say I want to check for the entire site here. So I'm going to go check now. And here we go. So our report has been run. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this POS tab here, and I'm going to click on it so that I sort by their position. POS stands for position. Now, there's a lot of data here. There's two that I'm mainly concerned with, and that is their organic position and how much monthly search volume that keyword gets. So as you can see, I'm able to, for this competitor, see all the #1 search term that they're ranking for. And this competitor is really kicking butt. There's a lot of search terms that they're ranking #1 for. So what I could do is I could export this to PDF or to a spreadsheet. I often do that for clients. Here's the other way that I like using this tool. So I'm going to, again, run another report. Same thing. This time I'm going to run a report on their PPC ads. So the actual ads that they're running on Google. I'm going to do 100, and rather than clicking organic, I click PPC AdWords, and I'm going to run the report. Check now. Much like Spyfu, I can get really specific with the ads that they're actually running, including which keyword they're targeting, what's their title, what's their ad copy, description, so on and so forth. So again, I'm going to sort by position to see, just because I want to see which keywords and which ads are running in position #1. You can see they're targeting their own name, they're targeting Cheap Dude Ranch, Christian Dude Ranch, and here is literally the ads that they're running. Here's the title, the description, and if I wanted, I could again export this to PDF or export this entire data to a spreadsheet. So pretty cool. So that's SERP.net, and those were my top 3 tools, free tools, and my favorite paid tool for you to spy on your competitors. Again, those top 3 free tools are Spyfu, SEMRush, and AdWords Keyword Planner. And my favorite paid tool, again, is SERP.net.
I hope you got some great value out of this video. Stay tuned for more just like it. And while I have you here, please hit the subscribe button below. And when you see that bell pop up, hit that also so that you'll receive a notification every time I post a new video. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.
So, I hope you liked our video and that you'll give us a call. Thank you very much.